Hello! Welcome to Stamps to Die For. My name is Patsy Waggoner, and I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 14 years. I am excited today to share with you some Stampin' Up! Products and also to share with you one of my favorite stamping techniques called two-step stamping. This is the card I'm going to be making. First, you're going to take your piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 8.5 and you're going to fold it in half. Then we're going to take out of the Greenhouse Garden stamp set, we're going to take the kind of outline stamp that looks like a mum, and we're just going to stamp the bottom half. We're going to ink up our stamp with Daffodil Delight and stamp the bottom half of our card very randomly with this image. Then we're going to take our Whisper White cardstock, which is 2 1/4 by 4, and we're going to take the solid stamp and we're going to ink it up, but we're going to off stamp it and then stamp. So ink, off stamp, stamp, ink, off stamp, stamp. Now we only have to stamp the right side of the paper because we're going to be covering up the left side. Now we're going to take the outline. See how that pops when you put that two-step on there? And don't worry about whether you get it exactly right, because that's kind of the beauty of two-step stamping. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then we're going to go in with our little tiny flower, and we're going to off stamp that one twice to make it even lighter. Now I only need to really stamp the right hand portion of this card because we're going to be covering the other left hand side up with our Designer Series paper. Today we're using the Summer Smooches Designer Series paper, which is so bright and bold and wonderful, and of course it's two-sided. But the hard thing is always picking which one to use because you feel like you're saying no to one. I love bold colors. We're going to take our snail adhesive and we're going to put it on. We're going to adhere this to the left side of your card. You know, the real trick to snail is to be sure to burnish it well. Now we're going to put snail on each end of this and we're going to layer it onto our Island Indigo. The Island Indigo is 2.5 by 4 1/4. The little Designer Series paper is 1.5 by 2 1/4. We're going to take our Island Summer Smooches Daffodil Delight seam binding and we're going to tie just a knot, kind of a faux bow thing. You're going to have 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. I'm going to give you a little key to how to get always a nice knot. You're going to run your 6 o'clock through the rabbit hole, for those of you that have taught tying shoes, but you're only going to pull the 12 o'clock. You can adjust the 6 o'clock a little bit after you're all done. Then you're going to go in and just snip the ends to give a nice finished look. And now we need to stamp a sentiment. We're going to take the little happy birthday greeting from the Petite Pears, which is an awesome stamp set because it fits in nicely into a lot of our punches. We're going to punch that out with our curly label punch. Going to put some snail adhesive on the top. We're going to adhere it to the bottom of our card, and we're going to adhere that to the front of our card, and now we have this beautiful bright summery card to send to a friend for their birthday. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you'll visit my website at www.stampstodiefor.com. Have a great day!
Have